Jimmy Armijo Grover here from Gallatin River Guides in Big Sky, Montana, and today we're going to be tying a glass bead soft tackle caddis pupa pattern. Doesn't really have a name, but kind of a combination of patterns that I've seen over the years. Very effective anywhere where there are caddis, but has kind of really shined on the Upper Madison walkway float section during the summer when there are lots of caddis moving around. Colors that we've noticed that are effective are kind of this caddis green color, as well as crystal or pearl, and more of a tan version. As you can see, I've started already. I have a Dairiki 135 size 12 hook here, kind of on the larger end of what I would tie this pattern in. 18 probably on the smaller end. Although it would fish smaller, just going to be challenging with the size of beads that are available and getting them around your hook. And I've already debarbed this hook to accommodate those beads. Without that, those beads are impossible to get on. And I've started my thread. I have an A-dot Vivus thread on there. And this is not a normal tie-in point or starting point, but what we're going to do here is just have a little bump of thread. I'm going to put a little bit of ice dub in caddis green there, and that's just going to stop those beads from falling off of the rear end there. Just get a small amount of dubbing here. Doesn't take very much at all, and you could easily overdo it as well. Just slide that up to the hook, thin that out a little bit more, and just a small bump will do, and then we can whip finish this off. And you only need a couple of wraps. If you build up too much thread here, it's hard for those beads to get over the thread. So a couple there. You could hit that with some super glue, had some UV cure, epoxy, whatever you like. So now I'm just going to push those beads back, grab my excuse me, grab my spool of thread here and get that started right in front of the beads. And here I'm going to add a thorax made out of ice dub and peacock, and we're just going to dub this kind of loosely. So we want this to be kind of buggy, and we want the fibers to almost become soft tackle like when they move back over the beads there. That'll make for a much more natural looking fly in the end. You can also brush this material out if you like, but just kind of buggy there, pulls back. You can cut off some of the longer fibers for sure. And there I've still left enough space for our soft tackle, which is going to be tied from a starling skin here. Not a lot of feathers on a starling to accommodate this larger hook. So 14, 16, 18 probably a better size range, especially if you're going to tie quite a few of these. I just stripped off some of the webby material there. I want the convex side of the feather to be facing forward. I'm going to attach that on the side of the hook like this. That's kind of spinning on me a little bit. Let's try that again. Angle that towards me a little bit more. That's better. Just get a few wraps there. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the butt end there. And then I'm going to grab my rotary hackle pliers. And I really like my Griffin rotary hackle pliers. This has been my favorite for a lot of years. I'm sure there are others that are great as well, but very loyal to this particular model. And then, and actually I didn't show you there, I'm also going to fold those fibers back so they sweep back as we tie it in. These starling feathers are not as friendly as some other materials you might work with, so you just have to be a little bit forceful. 2 wraps is plenty for this fly. Go ahead and tie that off. Cut off the excess. And then we'll take all these fibers, push them back, and then tie them down with some thread. Just build a nice little head there. That's good. And then we'll finish the fly off. Thank you for watching. You can find Gallatin River Guides on Facebook and Instagram. Please subscribe for more fly fishing and fly tying videos.